Another day has begun in the city of Celestia Nova, but it's far from being just another ordinary day. This is Hikari, a student far from ordinary, though she doesn't know it yet. Unaware that she's about to discover powers she never imagined she could possess. She's even begun to feel her heart beat faster, as if her intuition is whispering that something is about to happen to her. A restless sense that nothing will ever be the same again, and she was right. A masked creature suddenly burst into the classroom, shattering the window glass and throwing everyone into terror. The fear was so overwhelming that all the students instantly jumped from their seats and began to run, desperately searching for a safe place. Her classmate ended up falling in the middle of the room amid the frantic rush of students, and Hikari ran to help her, worried. But then she noticed the masked creature drawing closer to them, eyes filled with malice, ready to strike. She had the faint, chilling impression that she was the chosen target. Inside a mobile lab glowing with pulsating holograms, Mika worked in focused silence, her fingers gliding over suspended light panels. Each precise motion conjured intricate graphs, energy maps, and swirling streams of data in mesmerizing patterns. Monitoring, calculating, and predicting every potential threat to the floating city was a routine she mastered like no one else. But something changed. A sharp red alert sliced through the calm blue glow of the screens like a blade. Lines of code scattered, and a single luminous point began flashing frantically on the holographic map, the location of Hikari's school. Within seconds, the sensors confirmed the unthinkable. A magical creature had breached the city's protective barrier. Mika's heart raced, but her mind, razor-sharp and disciplined, shifted instantly into strategy. Without hesitation, she tapped a side panel, opening a secure, encrypted channel to call Kaoru, summoning him to help contain the crisis. Driven by pure instinct to protect both her friend and herself, a sudden tingling surged through her entire arm until, from the center of her palm, a brilliant white light burst forth, as if this ability had always been within her. The beam struck the creature, flooding the classroom with blinding radiance that momentarily blurred the vision of everyone inside. Slowly, the creature began to dissolve, scattering like dust, as if the entire scene were nothing more than a dream, or perhaps a nightmare from which she had yet to wake. Hikari's classmates were left speechless, not only by the creature's sudden appearance, but even more by what they had just witnessed. A luminous force bursting from the hands of someone who, until minutes ago, had seemed like any ordinary student. Some exchanged uneasy glances. Others silently wondered if she had been hiding this power all along. The thought that Hikari might carry such an immense secret stirred a quiet mix of fear and fascination through the room, as though reality itself had cracked along with the windows. Meanwhile, hidden in a shadowed corner of the hallway, a boy with an enigmatic presence watched everything unfold. His sharp gaze caught every detail, the fading glow pulsing in Hikari's palm, the subtle tremor running through her body, the collective shock hanging in the air. He had taken a step forward when the creature appeared, ready to intervene, but stopped when he realized she, instinctively, had mastered the situation. A faint, almost invisible smile touched his lips. He knew she now carried more questions than answers, and that this awakening was no accident. Yet he also understood the time to reveal himself had not yet come. With the calm of someone who understands the weight of destiny, he retreated into the shadows, choosing to remain unseen. For now, as dazed as she had been at the very moment of the attack, Hikari barely registered the stares fixed on her, faces frozen in a tense mix of fear, fascination, and doubt. Yet she hardly saw any of them. Her mind was a storm. How did this happen? Since when? Do I have this kind of power? Each question thundered through her thoughts, but no answer would come. The center of her palm still burned faintly, as if the white light that had erupted moments ago remained alive beneath her skin. And the harder she tried to make sense of it, the more distant the real world seemed to drift. Nothing made sense. While Hikari was still struggling to understand what had awakened inside her, elsewhere in the city, Kaoru appeared silently inside Mika's mobile lab. "It's done," he said in a low, almost neutral voice. "The threat has been neutralized. Hikari didn't need me." "You don't understand." Mika leaned forward, holograms casting shifting light across the lenses of her glasses. "This rupture in the sky isn't a coincidence. Hikari awakened for a reason, and that reason won't vanish with a single flash of light." Kaoru's gaze remained steady, almost defiant. "I understand enough, and I'm ready for whatever comes next." Mika drew in a deep breath, knowing Kaoru would not back down, but equally aware that what lay ahead would demand far more than strength and courage. The only certainty amid the chaos is that it will continue. Shadows are already shifting, silent and unseen, beyond the city's reach. But are Mika, Kaoru, and Hikari herself truly prepared for what's coming? Subscribe to the channel and find out in the next chapter. The story is only just beginning.